put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Updates Youth Morning Show. This morning we have with us Miss Radicker Connel, and she is of Youth Transcending Boundaries. She's the president of the organization, and she's going to chat with us this morning about one of their events they have coming up titled Unlocking My Inner Greatness.
Yes.
Good morning, Radicker. And how are you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Nice.
Tell us about your organization, Youth Transcending Boundaries.
Okay, so Youth Transcending Boundaries is an NGO founded by then 16-year-old Adriel Wheeler. Now he's beyond that age, but yes. And why did we started Youth Transcending Boundaries? Is basically to help with young persons in holistic development, provide training like these and other things, but more or less to empower them, inspire them, and to give them an avenue to expose them to other opportunities to be themselves and transcend boundaries.
Okay. And tell us about some of the things that you all would have done in the past, because I know that it's a relatively new organization.
Yes.
Said he was then 16, I believe he's like 18 now or something. So it's a very young organization. So tell us about some of the things that you all would have done within that time span.
So far, we would have had 2 successful cycles in our literacy program. We also did a book drive and stationery drive in September. We had a men's talk on It's Okay for Men to Cry, yes, in November, in collaboration with the International Men's Day. So far, those were the things that we have done. And now we are here to talk about unlocking my inner greatness.
Okay, and I think this one specifically, it's catching the attention of a lot of persons because you all have some very interesting speakers. So let's chat a bit about the speakers, who they are and why they would have been chosen to speak at Unlocking My Inner Greatness.
So we have Mr. Anson Moses, Jadiel Walters, Kizan Brathwaite, and Dr. Nayamka Kajur Gujari. And let's start a little about it. So Dr. Nayamka is a medical practitioner, and she's from Bethel. So growing up in that background, right, it gives you an opportunity to show where you can move from your destination. Is your location where you live is not your final destination. And so it shows where you can transcend from where you are to where you are now, right? So she's a medical practitioner. So I'll leave her, that discussion for the day, right? Then we have Jadiel, who is a kinesiologist. We have Kizan, who is a communication specialist, and Anson, an athlete, right? And he's currently residing abroad. So you have persons who have come from various backgrounds and they have been transitioning. It doesn't matter where they came from, they have been able to motivate themselves and become persons of recognize in positions that, persons will see as, noticeable in this society. So it gives us an opportunity for them to have that conversation with the young people and to motivate them and to show them it doesn't matter where you come from, you can succeed.
Now, I love that the whole aspect of choosing the persons, it connected well with the name of the organization,
Exactly.
Youth Transcending Boundaries. That is very, very inspiring and motivating. So what are some of the things that persons can expect? Because I'm seeing the panel discussion, activities, giveaways. I think the giveaways part should be for last. Because people get excited about that. So let's talk about the panel discussion. What are some of the things that you all plan to discuss with the young persons?
Right. So when you hear about unlocking your greatness, it's a wide topic, and so therefore we have to narrow down on certain topics, and we are there to basically give them that life-changing journey towards unlocking their greatness and their full potential. So we have to discuss things like your self-esteem and your motivation and how you get about day to day from moving. Let's say you're having a challenging day. How do you move from having a challenging day to say I'm great and I have accomplished what I have set out to do for today? So we have goal settings and we have discussions as what do you want to do for yourself, who you want to be, see your identity, your personal brand identity. And so those are some of the topics that we intend to discuss on that panel. And it also gives the young persons an opportunity to communicate with the panelists as well too. So it's not just the panelists who are going to be there sitting down and just offloading their knowledge. It's also an opportunity for the young people to ask questions and to meet them on that one-on-one basis.
Okay, but that was the next thing I was going to ask, if the young persons are going to have the opportunity
Yes.
to communicate with them, ask them, how did you get from you said your location is not your final destination.
Sure.
I think I'm going to reuse that.
That's
I
okay.
think I'm going to reuse that. Your location isn't your final destination. So of course they're gonna have the opportunity to speak with the panelists and
Yes.
find out how they can unlock their inner greatness.
Greatness.
Now I know Israel is very extra. Do you all plan to have any sort of entertainment or anything like that for
That's a
persons? What
surprise.
can the patrons expect?
Right. So we are going to have some activities, right? So number one is not just you come in and sit down and discussing with the panelists. You also have the opportunity to network with other young persons, right? You can build lifelong friendship. But we also have some exercises that we want to have, and there's where the giveaway is going to take place, right? So hint, hint, come out and support. But also you give them that opportunity to do team building exercises, an opportunity as well to have be comfortable to talk about yourself and interact with yourself and introduce yourself. So those are some of the things that we want to have, but it's going to be interactive and activity based.
Okay, and in terms of course, because this is a lot of information you're getting to speak with persons who moved from their location. They're probably not yet at their final destination, but they're still on the way there because they probably still have a lot more to do in terms of development in their life. So what is the cost? 'Cause-
Surprisingly, it's free.
oh my.
Yes, so I have to big up to all my sponsors so far, our sponsors so far, right, for making this initiative a success so far. We have been having some wonderful sponsorship, and I just want to say thank you. Can't name them out as yet, but we are still having sponsorship. And because of those help and aids in terms of sponsorship, we are able to carry this initiative free of charge to the public, to the youth.
Okay,
So we are catering to youth between the ages of 16 to 35 years of age. All right, so you can definitely come out and support.
you spoke about sponsorship. You said you all are still receiving sponsorship. Um, you have persons viewing here from all over the world. Do you want to drop your contact number, your email address for anybody who probably wants to give toward the cause?
Yeah, sure. So anybody who is interested, they can contact 341-8305 for more information, as well as to, lend us that support. So again, that number is 341-8305.
Okay, and let's talk a little bit about location, time, and that kind of thing.
Right. So this event will be on the 27th of July from 4:15 to 6 p.m. at the Scarborough Library Audiovisual Multimedia Room. Right? So, because it's central in Scarborough, so you don't have to catch car once you are around the area. It gives you that opportunity to head across to the library and come and join us.
And you said 16 to 35.
Yes.
So that's young persons who probably still in school. Well, they have no school now,
No,
so they have no
right now,
excuse.
that's right.
Some of them are working, some of them are doing a little internships, and it's 4:15.
Yes.
So it's right after work. You just head down to the library with Youth Transcending Boundaries for Unlocking My Inner Greatness. I love that title.
Nice,
I love that
lovely,
title. I love
lovely,
it.
right?
Unlocking My Inner
And for
Greatness.
persons who are interested in registering, they can head over to our Facebook page at Youth Transcending Boundaries YTB. That is Youth Transcending Boundaries YTB on Facebook, and you can register, or you can still call that same number at 341-8305 and give your information.
Okay. Thank you so much, Radicker, for chatting with us this morning.
Thank
I
you
am
for having
definitely
me.
excited. I know for certain that I am going to be present. And you're also going to see my youth hosts, Dwayne and Luke.
Nice.
We're all
lovely.
going to come out to your event on the
Yay.
27th of July, 4:15 to 6 p.m. at the Scarborough Library facility. Okay, so
Thank you, guys.
you're welcome. You're most welcome. Okay, so viewers, we're going to take another short break. We have a lot more in store for you this morning. So remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.